As Chu Wushuang rises from the ground, she brushes off the dust and turns to Ye Fan with a grateful expression. "Thank you so much for saving my life, senior," she says earnestly. Ye Fan, caught off guard by the term senior, places a hand on his chin, pondering her words. "Senior, do I really look that old?" he muses to himself, shaking his head slightly. "Never mind, now is not the time to think about this. I need to find a way to extend my lifespan." Beads of sweat form on Chu Wushuang's face as she looks at Ye Fan with concern. "Senior," she says, her voice trembling slightly, "the demon chased me for 3 days and nights because of this treasure. Thanks to your help, I'm still alive." With a hesitant voice, she adds, "I'm willing to offer this sword to you." She presents the weapon to Ye Fan. However, Ye Fan raises his hand in refusal, a resolute expression on his face. "No need," he insists firmly. "Keep this sword for yourself." Hearing his word, Chu Wushuang's eyes widen in astonishment. With a pale face, Chu Wushuang murmurs to herself, "Is the treasure that I guarded with my life not worthy in Senior's eyes?" Suddenly, Ye Fan steps closer to her, gently caressing her beautiful face. "Do you have any longevity pills or medicines?" he asks. Blushing furiously, Chu Wushuang replies, "Senior, unfortunately, I don't have any. It's all right. You can go. I need some time alone to think." Ye Fan reassures her. Suddenly, Chu Wushuang remembers something. "Senior," she calls out, "I still have 5 grade 3 jade toad pills. They have detoxifying and healing effects. Can they be of any help to you?" Ye Fan's eyes light up with excitement as he accepts the pills. "This is useful!" he exclaims gratefully, a glimmer of hope flickering within him. Meanwhile, deep within the Great Dragon Mountain, demons sense a significant disturbance. "The compassion bell is ringing," one of them declares urgently. Beside him, another demon adds, "The imperial palace of the compassionate immortal emperor has appeared." In a certain human sect, members speculate about the palace's location. "So the imperial palace of the compassionate immortal emperor is hidden within the Great Dragon Mountain," one of them remarks, curiosity piqued. Back in the demon sect, a voice rises, urging caution and unity. "The immortal emperor's inheritance must not fall into the hands of other sects," he declares firmly. Before he can finish speaking, an elder swiftly silences him, his authority unquestionable. "What's with the commotion when I haven't even started speaking yet?" he scolds. Turning to his subordinate Bai Kui, the elder inquires about their location. Bai Kui, clad in a black cloak, confirms their proximity to the Great Dragon Mountain. With a solemn expression, the elder holds up a shattered token. "Longuer's life token shattered and his soul dispersed in the Great Dragon Mountain," he announces, determination etched in his voice. "Whoever harmed Longuer, I swear I'll crush them completely." Back in Tianwu City, our protagonist, Ye Fan, begins his search for his buddy, Da Fu. Ye Fan's brow furrows as he scans the place, his gaze darting from one corner to another. "Strange, where is Da Fu?" he mutters to himself. Suddenly a voice cuts through the silence. "Little Ye, I'm here," it says, the words dripping with an eerie tone. Startled, Ye Fan turns toward the source of the voice, his heart racing. His eyes widen in disbelief as he sees a figure that resembles a zombie, its eyes glowing a menacing red. "Quick, come! Help me," the figure pleads, its voice hollow and desperate. "I'm hungry." The zombie turns out to be Da Fu, who attacks our protagonist with incredible speed. Ye Fan is caught off guard and unable to react in time to defend himself against his friend's onslaught. Just as the situation seems dire, an old man suddenly appears, rushing to Ye Fan's aid. "Quickly get away," he shouts, his voice commanding and urgent. With remarkable agility for his age, he delivers a powerful kick to Da Fu's neck, sending him crashing to the ground. Shock registers on Ye Fan's face as he recognizes the newcomer. "Uncle Shu, why did you come here?" he asks. With a grave expression, Uncle Shu warns Ye Fan of the impending danger. "Da Fu is about to turn into a zombie. Don't let him bite you," he cautions, his voice tinged with concern. Suddenly, a grotesque creature emerges from Da Fu's mouth, lunging towards Ye Fan with malicious intent. Reacting swiftly, Ye Fan throws the medicine he received from Chu Wushuang into Da Fu's body, shouting, "Zombie poison, disperse!" As the smoke from the medicine clears, Da Fu undergoes a miraculous transformation. His zombie form dissipates, and he reverts to his human state. "What's going on?" he asks, disoriented and bewildered. Ye Fan's heart swells with relief as he explains, "You were indeed bitten, but luckily I found the jade toad pill in time, so you didn't turn into a complete zombie." Gratitude fills Da Fu's eyes as he realizes the depth of his friend's sacrifice and determination to save him from a fate worse than death. As Da Fu lunges forward, arms outstretched for a hug, Ye Fan's expression turns to one of sheer terror. "Hey, what are you doing?" he screams. Reacting swiftly, he delivers a forceful kick to Da Fu's face, sending him flying backwards. As the dust settles, a notification appears before Ye Fan, revealing Da Fu's status as a prodigious talent. Before he can fully process this information, Ju, the enigmatic presence connected to his fate, manifests on his head. She explains the additional function of the system, automatically scanning and displaying information about nearby cultivators. With an evil smile, Ju adds, "Of course, you can choose to disable this function." However, Ye Fan sees its value, particularly in assessing Uncle Shu's cultivation. "Why disable it?" he retorts. "It's a divine technique. It's perfect for me to see Uncle Shu's cultivation." After scanning Uncle Shu and discovering his impressive status at the nascent soul realm, Ye Fan is awestruck. "You're at the nascent soul realm," he mutters to himself in disbelief. "I always thought you and your nephew were ordinary people like me." With a sense of newfound confidence, Ye Fan adds, "I didn't expect to be surrounded by such hidden talents, but unfortunately for them, I'll be the ultimate king who gets to flaunt the most." He and Ju burst into hysterical laughter. Suddenly, a voice interrupts from outside, the unmistakable voice of a woman. "Pharmacy kid, yeah, your wife is here." Ye Fan's confusion deepens as he steps outside to find a group of strong slaves carrying a sedan chair belonging to Wrong Granny, a matchmaker and slave trader. Baffled by the sudden mention of a wife, Ye Fan turns to Da Fu for clarification. Da Fu jests, teasing Ye Fan about his strong tastes as he points to the woman in the chair. Wrong Granny, with her wooden hand fan, explains that Ye Fan's uncle instructed her to find someone to take care of him before he left. Peering inside the carriage, Ye Fan is met with the sight of many beautiful girls from different races. Panic washes over him as he protests, "Wrong, Granny, I don't want a girl, and I don't want to get married and have children for now." However, Wrong Granny, with her sharp intuition, refuses to believe Ye Fan's protestations of innocence. "Don't pretend to be innocent in front of me," she chides. "How come I heard your uncle say that you have something good under your pillow?" Da Fu seizes the opportunity to tease Ye Fan. "Xiao Ye, what's the good thing under your pillow?" he taunts, a mischievous glint in his eyes. Panic washes over Ye Fan's face, beads of sweat forming on his face as he insists, "Nothing! There is nothing!" Just then, Ye Fan's attention is captivated by the sight of a beautiful little girl from the beast race. Walking towards the carriage, our protagonist extends his hand towards her and, introducing himself, "I'm Ye Fan. What's your name? My pharmacy needs an assistant. Do you want to come and become a medicine girl?" The little girl eagerly clings to Ye Fan's clothes, declaring, "My name is Zhonglinger. I can do anything. Please take me with you." With a smile, Ye Fan nods, accepting Zhonglinger's request to accompany him. Observing this interaction, Da Fu can't resist making a jest at Ye Fan's expense. Lazy said that Xiaoye likes younger girls. It seems to be true. He just said he didn't want any, but now he's pouncing on her, he whispers to his uncle. At that moment, Wrong Granny interjects with a playful suggestion, offering to find a partner for both Da Fu and his uncle. However, they quickly dismiss the idea, expressing disinterest in women altogether. Satisfied with his decision to bring Zhonglinger along, Yifan beams with excitement. Zhonglinger, the destined daughter, possesses the innate emperor's physique and has boundless potential, he exclaims joyfully. I've struck gold. Meanwhile, as the demons march towards the mountain, a somber mood hangs in the air. The leader, consumed by grief and rage, takes a drastic step, drinking the blood of his fallen son who had perished in battle against Ye Fan, our protagonist. Observing this grim act, one of his subordinates remarks, "Those are the ashes of Shi Long, the only son of Elder Shi Ho. His body is completely gone." In a desperate bid for revenge, Shiho unleashes a forbidden technique known as bloodline tracing. With a sinister smile, he announces, "It's pointing towards Tianwu City. Wait until I find you. I'll teach you what absolute terror is." His voice echoes with malice, promising retribution for his son's death. The scene shift to the bustling medicine hall of Tianwu City. Linger, clad in a maid dress, offers tea to our protagonist, Ye Fan. Captivated by her innocence, Ye Fan muses to himself, "If it weren't for having the system, who would have thought this pure girl would be the reincarnation of the Empress?" Drawing a book from his sleeve, Ye Fan presents it to Linger, revealing its title as the Flying Immortal Scripture passed down by his master. "You can try practicing it," he suggests kindly. Eager to learn, Linger accepts the book with enthusiasm, asking, "Can I really give it a try?" Ye Fan smiles reassuringly, sharing his own experience. "I have been practicing this book for 3 years and have gained some insight. If you have any questions..." But before he can finish his sentence, he notices with astonishment that Linger's level is advancing rapidly just from reading the book. With a shocked expression, Ye Fan exclaims, "Oh my goodness! In an instant, you've advanced!" His face pales as he contemplates the vast difference between a genius and mediocrity. Witnessing the despair etched on her master's face, Linger's concern is palpable as she approaches Ye Fan. "Senior Ye, are you all right?" she asks, her voice laced with worry. Ye Fan takes a moment to compose himself before replying, "Give me a minute to calm down." Meanwhile, at the city gate of Tianwu, whispers ripple through the crowd as people notice an abrupt change in the sky. "Has it gotten dark?" one person wonders aloud. Another observes, "It was fine just a moment ago. Why did the weather suddenly change?" Suddenly, a collective gasp escapes the onlookers as they witness a peculiar phenomenon, a black smoke twisting and turning, coalescing into the shape of a monstrous entity. Someone cries out in horror, "It's the corpse fire!" Tragically, before anyone can react, the corpse fire engulfs several unfortunate souls, burning them to death. Emerging from the smoke, a massive beast looms ominously, sending shivers down the spines of the spectators. Among them, soldiers pale at the sight, recognizing the creatures for what they are. "Yin beasts," one of them mutters with dread. "They're yin beasts of the corpse sex, at the earth level." At that time, high above the chaos, the elder demon Shuho watches the city burn with cold, merciless eyes. "The one who killed my son?" he mutters darkly. "I know you are hiding in the city. Today I shall slaughter all the people here as an offering for my son." Ye Fan sits calmly in his chair, his expression grim. "Corpse sect," he murmurs. "They just won't go away. Looks like I'll have to sacrifice more of my lifespan."